DJBigBoi here, man. 99 through the beat, Panama City throwback, hip hop and R&B station. Let's go, next one. We turning up, baby.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bay Heart Talks. I appreciate y'all for joining me today. Today I have a special guest with me, a DJ, a philanthropist, an entrepreneur, a guy that I just met, but I've been listening to for a while on the radio, and y'all might hear him on the radio on 99.3 The Beat. And so, if I don't say so myself, let me introduce you to DJ Big Boy.
What's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Man, I really appreciate you for coming on the show for me, man, and taking this time out of your busy schedule to, bless me with this opportunity.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir. So, you are from Panama City?
Born and raised right here in Panama City, Bay County. Banging Bay, as they used to call it back in the day. Born and raised right here in Panama.
Okay. So what was it like as a kid growing up in Panama City?
Oh man, I always tell people, I'm like, we didn't have much, but we made do with what we had or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we had the mall, we had everything else or whatever, but I mean, growing up a kid here in Panama, man, I loved it. Loved every minute of it.
And so, were you a beach kid? Did y'all go to the beach a lot?
No, I mean, we more so stayed in town. We went to the beach, of course, like when summer hit or whatever like that. So like when the summer came, that's what we did. Went out to the beach and stuff like that. But more so, man, like we stayed in town. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of stuff in town more than going out there to the beach. Of course, when spring break hit, that's when we was going out to the beach and we was wilding out when spring break hit.
Okay, and what is like your influence? While you were, going to school and stuff like that as a music artist?
Oh man, of course, being here from the South, any Southern artists. I know when I first started my DJ career, DJ Drummer or whatever, famous mixtape guy, Gangsta Grills guy, he was on air in Atlanta, probably still is on air in Atlanta or whatever. That was one of my biggest influences and role model, so to speak, or whatever. So.
All right. So when was your first hip hop record? What age were you when you heard your first hip hop record?
Something like that. If it had a parental advisory on it, mom was like, "Nah, you're not listening to that. You got to listen to the edited version, and we got to, get the edited version or whatever." But every now and then, snuck in and heard the cussing part or whatever like that. So yeah, maybe like 12 or 13, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And who was that?
Money Era.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a Cash Money era at the time. When Trick Daddy was around, but still is, Cash Money, No Limit or whatever. We were really listening to those CDs and those tapes at the time real heavy.
Hey, what was one of the songs like you got ready to that just had you going in the morning or even in the afternoon?
Man. I got many favorites. But the one album, and it's the 25th anniversary of that album, which is crazy, is the Juvenile 400 Degrees album.
Ooh,
Classic hip hop album, classic Juvie album, and that was one of my favorites right there to listen to.
So what was your favorite track on that album? 'Cause that was a fire album right there,
It had to be High. I mean, I saw somebody on Twitter the other day was like, man, this dude actually told a story. Like, he told a full story about that. And big shouts out to my best friend, Jeremy, man, over about 30 years. Me and him, we used to share that album. Bruh, let me listen to it. And it just kind of, it took off from there.
Mm. So where was one of your first places DJing?
I got a classmate, Alexis. She always tells a story. My first gig was a graduation party in the backyard of this lady named Miss Vanessa's house. That was my very first gig.
Wow.
Very, very first gig. So
now, was this your graduation party?
No, it was somebody else's graduation party. Yeah, I had already graduated by then. And it was funny because Radio Shack was still in existence. So I had some Radio Shack speakers, Radio Shack mixer, 5-disc CD changer, a house receiver, and thought I was doing it up. God you couldn't tell me nothing with that little shit, man. So, but that's exactly where it has come from. So, but that's exactly where it has come from.
So okay, that's good right there. Radio Shack.
Yeah. Yeah. Radio Shack, wireless mic, couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah.
And you kind of, would you say, so you were self-taught?
Definitely self-taught or whatever like that. I still, somewhere at the house, man, I still have where I wrote down how to hook up everything or whatever. I had all the little hookups on a little notepad or whatever like that. So yeah, definitely self-taught.
You grew up here in Panama City. You listened to a lot of Juvie and the Cash Money records, and so that was a real big influence. What brought you next, into your DJing? What did you do next?
Oh man, the era between 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11 is the Juke era or whatever. So, here in Florida we got, Juke music or whatever like that, and shouts out to people like Grime Mode and Temper Tony, Trick Daddy got into it, and Kaya and stuff like that. So during that era, it really just it kind of woke up Florida, and especially when Plies came out and stuff like that, and it really made us like, okay, bet, like, no, we from Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really repping Florida now, more than anything or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Uncle Luke came out in 92. He had the bass music and stuff like that, and, really putting on for Miami. But when Juke music came out, it was felt from Pensacola all the way to Miami. So you put that on, it's like, oh, okay, like, I know we, we Florida for real. So.
And it's funny you say that, because I heard Juke music way when I lived in California.
Oh yeah, and it's a little crossover type thing, man. Yeah. And I love it. Hell, I still play some of it to this day.
So, like, now that you were established and stuff like that, what is somebody that you would say that you wanted to meet, or that you said I gotta get and be able to DJ for this person or with this person?
I still want to meet DJ Drummer, man. That's my idol. When I started going to Atlanta, late 2000s or whatever like that, and really listening to him on air and the mixtapes and stuff like that, or what, I was like, yeah, I want to pattern my sound after him. I want to pattern my skills after him or whatever like that. So, Drama, if you out there, man, we need to tighten up, bro. We need to hook up, man.
You heard that. So, what is one of the first creations you did as a DJ? One of your first mixes.
Oh man, did a spring break mixtape. Oh man, I think it was called "Who is DJBigBoi." That was my little series or whatever like that that I was doing at the time. It's online somewhere. I think it's still on that Piff, I believe. But yeah, that was one of the ones. I used to do spring break mixtapes a lot, and kind of stopped doing it when mixtapes weren't as prevalent. But I've had other cats say, man, you need to continue to do mixtapes or whatever. So yeah. I don't know, I might come out one. I don't know. It's been a while. So.
I mean, I feel like that's the heart of DJing. Yeah. Is creating. Because you got some of the big artists that are really coming out with whole albums.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gotta hear a DJBigBoi album. You know what I mean?
That might be in the works.
To the table.
That might be in the works. Might be in the works. Maybe early 2025 or something like that. Might be in the works.
Okay. Now I heard you said you did these mixes for spring break.
Right. So every year when spring break rolled around, if I had this Who is DJBigBoi, volume 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever like that, and we'll put the hottest songs on there for spring break, the hottest songs that were out at the time, grab some local artists, put them on there or whatever like that. So those definitely did numbers. Those definitely did numbers.
That's what's up. And did you DJ at any spring break parties?
Oh, when Panama City Beach was the spring break capital, yeah, that's where everybody wanted to go. Everybody wanted to go to the Panama City Beach. Everybody wanted to go up out there. So that's That's where we were.
So now going back to you being a kid, was you out there at spring break?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh definitely. Yeah, man. We were out there heavy for spring break. So that was. I think that's something that I miss now is that we were really up out there like that for spring break. So
that's what's up. So now I know you. You said you grew up in Panama City. Did you ever live anywhere else?
Right here or whatever. Of course, visited, for weeks on end or whatever other places and stuff. But this definitely been home. So
okay. Did you have any role models that led you to want to be a DJ?
Yeah. Again, rest in peace, DJ Diamond D, man. One of the greatest here in the tri-state in the area, man. Watching him, coming up and stuff like that, and how he controlled the crowd and how he moved the crowd, how he just kind of position the crowd. I put on Facebook a while back that he was literally the innovator of the Ride Out Hour or whatever. When former club here, KJ's was in or whatever, that 3 to 4 o'clock or that 2 to 3 or whatever. That was that quote unquote Ride Out Hour. You know what I'm saying? And he really, I guess you could say, kind of put their quotations on there for that Ride Out Hour or whatever. So that was definitely him. Looking up to him or whatever coming up.
So the Ride Out Hour, is that like a certain type of music that he played?
Oh yeah, definitely. See, used to back then, like it was. Now you can really kind of go all over the place as far as like music or whatever. But I mean, the twerk and booty shaking that's coming back or whatever like that. But normally we would just we would do that early, and then all your trap shit, your hood shit. That was that last hour because you knew he was going home, and what I'm saying, we was turning up that last hour.
Where after high school, where did you go to college?
Yeah, Gulf Coast State College right here in Panama, or whatever. So went up out there for a little while. Started here at the station in 06. So I've been here at the station since 2006.
Okay. Did you get a degree in some type of
communications?
Communications. Mm-hmm. Wow. So, going to Gulf State, what is something that you learned while going to school there?
Most of everything I was already hands-on here. Mm-hmm. So by the time, got to class or whatever the case may be or whatever like that, I already kind of knew certain things. So, I was, helping other students out and stuff like that or whatever. So.
Okay. All right. So I know you here most of the time. Mm-hmm. So what's on the menu for DJBigBoi when he order food? Like, what's something that you just say, like, oh, I gotta have that today?
Eat pork, don't eat beef, don't drink any sodas. But more so chicken, turkey, and seafood. Mm-hmm. I'm a wings guy. Love good wings or whatever like that. I'm one of the ones. Shout out my boy Antonio Middle, Mr. Get Your Box. Got his shirt on or whatever. One of the best food trucks here in the city, so he also has good wings as well. So.
Okay, what's the flavor on the menu?
Oh man, you do sweet heat. You can do lemon pepper. I mean, mix and match, however you want to do it.
Okay. Would you say you're health conscious?
Definitely. I'm trying to be. The older I get, you know what I'm saying. Try not to eat a lot of bullshit or whatever like that. Trying to intake more fruits and vegetables and more water and stuff like that. So
yeah, and I ask that because I feel like we as a human race kind of lost sight of where we at health wise, mm-hmm. and then people get to a point where it kind of gets too late, mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm always just wondering. Where are people's consciousness with eating healthy, because we love to eat good food. You know what I mean? I like soul food myself.
I love it. I'm not going to lie, man. But it's, you get to a certain age where, that stuff don't agree with you no more. And, your stomach is a little older. It ain't.
So, as a turning point, from, going to Gulf Coast mm-hmm. and then you DJing here mm-hmm. now. What would be next for DJBigBoi as a DJ?
Oh man, the sky's the limit, man. I just say anything is possible, really. Mm-hmm. I definitely want to, continue my career here at the station or whatever like that, and with iHeart, and be a program director, and still be on other radio stations. Besides here or whatever like that, I'm on here and in Tallahassee and Jacksonville. I want more markets and, just more recognition. I always tell people, I'm like, man, you can, you can hold being rich. I'm good. I want the notoriety and, the fame and stuff like that or whatever. I don't care about anything else. And then I just want my community on the map. I want Panama City on the map. First and foremost or whatever like that. And, anybody that knows me, Panama City is near and dear to my heart. Born and raised here, went to school here, go to church here, live here. So, that's very important.
Other than being a DJ, what other creative avenues have you searched in? What other things you tried to?
I had a lady, she kind of turned me on to like voice work. So to speak. Never really thought of that. I've heard a couple of people actually ask me about that. Like, man, you need to do this. And I'm like, I don't know. So, that might be another avenue, another
DJBigBoi on a commercial, huh?
You never know. It might could happen.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. We hear him on the commercial. You know it.
Hey.
You are from Panama City. Mm-hmm. What impacts do you want to make in your own community, that, could, leave a legacy?
I often think about, when I'm done DJing, when I've done all the gigs I can, done all the clubs I can, done all the weddings I can or whatever, what would my impact be? What would that lasting impact be? What would that lasting thing, like, oh man, he's done this, he did this or whatever like that. Really just to see people get out and really care about their community or whatever. Sometimes we really don't do as much as we should. We do a lot of lip work, a lot of talking, but, we really need to impact it. We're, I think, 7 years removed from Hurricane Michael, man, and we still have a lot of building, a lot of stuff that needs to be done in our own community, and that's, what I'm about.
I understand that. Do you have a foundation or anything that you support?
Lead Coalition, it's big here in Panama City or whatever like that. They do a lot of stuff, especially for getting jobs and everything else, and they're real big here in the community. So I'm definitely big on that.
Okay, all right. And what music do you have a love for now? I know you said you used to listen to the hip hop, and I know you are a DJ, so you do still kind of play the music. But what's one of your favorite artists right now?
Jeezy.
Jeezy?
Yeah, he's always been, ever since I heard that Trap or Die mixtape, man, that was it for me. Jeezy is my favorite artist, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So what's one of your favorite records from Snowman?
Oh man! Oh God!
I had to take you back.
Off that Trap or Die mixtape, it's got to be Trap or Die, of course. I mean, just listening to it. I mean, it was a mixtape. Listening to what Drama was doing, and everything. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So do you plan on doing a mixtape anytime soon? Is there anything we can expect from that?
It could be in the works. I don't know. I don't know. It could be in the works. So we'll definitely have to see.
Absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all. Definitely, man.
And this is another episode of Bay Hard Talks. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Peace.